Ready for a change?
I am talking to you.
Then get ready to explore the quantum possibilities. It's time to transform that outdated paradigm into something universal and new. Time to uncover the truth hidden beneath the veil of lies. A time to think outside the box as we link to a higher consciousness. Welcome to the awakening. And now the hosts of Broadcast Team Alpha, Nori Love and Augie Nost.
Well, hello, radiant rock stars. Gosh, I've missed you guys. It's been a week, but it feels like it's been a month. I think it's because so much has happened. But we're not going to talk about that tonight. So how are you guys? The chat room looks lively. Things are looking positive. I think we're going to keep tonight on a positive note. And Augie, what are you thinking?
Oh, we definitely need to keep it on a positive note. We have so much of the other stuff that I am up to my eyeballs, and I just don't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even paying attention. I'm doing a classic law of attraction, and I am only looking at that which I want to have happen. So I'm not looking at the news. I'm not looking at speeches. No, sorry. Not doing it. Yep. Shady said, we are lively and positive and none of that other stuff. Of course you are. So we're trying to reach our guest. He's not here yet. But Augie has had some lengthy conversations with him, and Augie's going to enlighten us into some of the things that our guest has told him. And is he a chief? What is his?
He told me he does not have chief status, but he is one of the elders.
I see.
And the guy we're talking about is well known. He's one of the most well known within the Native American community anywhere. And it is Clifford Mahouti. And I was looking on YouTube, and some of his shows there had 670,000 hits on it. So yeah, he's well known.
Wow.
And I met him up in Sedona here about, it's got to be a month ago now, when I went up there to a conference. He was one of the speakers, and very enlightened man.
I know who he is. Okay. All right. Yep. I'm with you.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Yeah. And he is not just, I guess I should do an introduction, but I'll wait until he gets here. He's probably a little late, that's, he was traveling and he was getting to New Mexico. So he'll probably be a little late, but he'll be here. But we had some good talks. And I also watched one of his videos on YouTube, and it was phenomenal. It was so interesting. He's talking about the artifacts that was found in the Grand Canyon in a cave, and that those were Egyptian artifacts, Egyptian hieroglyphics on it. And there were mummies, mummified people like the Egyptians did. And this cave that they had found that in, he went up there with Jerry Wills went up there with the History Channel, and they tried to find the cave and get into it. And the cave could not be seen from the ground. It could not be seen from above. The only way you could find it was by a helicopter flying in the middle of the Grand Canyon, because it was receded into the rock side a little bit. And he said that the stories that he had from another Native American that has been in there there was some really interesting things there. And then also there was a newspaper article in a local newspaper, in a Phoenix newspaper actually, from I believe about 1910, of about somebody that had been in there, and they described what they had found, the gold artifacts and the mummies, and there was a cave in there inside the wall of the Grand Canyon that the man said probably could hold 50,000 people.
Wow.
It was huge.
That's
and
crazy.
Yeah, I know. He said there were probably a whole city living in there at one time.
Wow. So he's a Zuni elder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about the star people that had come to visit.
Yeah, what did he say about them?
Yeah, that was they came, of course, from the stars. So, and he, he's not talking about any magic or anything like that. He says they're real people. They're just like you and me. Mm-hmm. And they just come from the stars. And they were teaching them, especially in the distant past, when they were teaching them agriculture, and they were teaching them how to build houses, more sturdy houses. And, a lot of the Native Americans, they, lived in teepees. And that's what these people did too, until they were told by the star people that maybe they should build a little more solid, structures. So they started making them out of, dirt and so on.
I wonder if he met Alchemedes.
They wouldn't surprise me one single bit if they were from the Pleiades. Mm-hmm. Because they looked like us, he said. So that's kind of somewhat of a giveaway, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah. Well, I wish he were here. I hope he comes, because I know everybody was really excited, and we're sorry. Sorry that he's not here yet, but sometimes things just happen. Tomorrow's 11/11.
Oh,
what's going to happen tomorrow? Tomorrow's like a big vortex event. It's
going to be a wonderful day.
Yeah. Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely, because love is one.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you put numerology to 11/11, what comes out of that, Nordy? I know you have studied that a little bit. I'm next to being a moron on that issue.
Well, 11, and it comes up to a 4.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what that means.
Okay.
I have no idea what a 4 means. So, oh my goodness. So a dollar's worth said, Nori's in total sync with me. I was just about to say 11/11 tomorrow. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff happening tomorrow. I mean, people are celebrating, people are meditating, people are heralding in, CE5s. They're going through vortices. We're going through wormholes. I mean, there are sound baths that are going to be happening. And I mean, all kinds of really cool stuff is happening. Isn't it the 1,000 Goddesses thing too from Celestine, who was with us 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, absolutely. And she's going to be back on the show shortly, I think in a couple of weeks too.
Yeah. I'm just hoping, that I'd like to hear from Alchemedes tomorrow. I think that would be that would be good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing? Let's see what's going on. All right, Dollarsworth says 11/11 is the great portal. It's the instant manifestation. Psychic abilities are activated, purge of lower vibrations, lots of energy moving. I've heard from many that they've been tired. Oh yeah, people, because of the energies are just speeding up. And I have to say that, ever since we had Russell Targ, right, from the CIA, when we interviewed him, but this was before KCOR, he told us about this ESP trainer that you can get the app for on your phone. And I have to tell you, my psychic abilities are really acute, and they have been getting more acute. And truth be told, I said this way too late. I kind of knew that we were going to have a snafu with our guest tonight, like 3 days ago. So, but the truth is, I agree with you, a dollar's worth. I mean, right? The Schumann resonance has been crazy. Can you guys tell when the Schumann resonance is high? My eyes feel like, I don't know, it feels like there's sand, or fiberglass in the air when the Schumann resonance is really high. What about you guys? What happens for you? So a dollar's worth, wow. Why don't you just call in a dollar's worth? A dollar's worth says 4 is grounding your visions for the instant manifestation. So that's your answer, Augie. That's the numerology. So what have you been working on? It's manifesting.
Yeah, and it's 11/11. There is something about that date that is not necessarily in its origin positive, but we can make the outcome positive from it.
Well, all right. So you got to tell us the other spin on it, since you said that. What about 11/11 is not positive?
Oh, 21 years ago, right? Or actually, 20 years ago. 19 years ago. Okay. I'm getting confused here. There was something that happened, and I don't even want to go there. They were.
So you're just talking about an anniversary of something bad that happened.
Yeah, but that's 11/11 can also. When I think back on in Europe, even when I grew up, the number of 11/11 was everywhere. There were train routes that departed at 11/11, and there were dollar amounts that showed up even back then. I remember the 11/11, and it's been with me for decades.
Are you sure you were not time traveling?
No. No. But the 11/11, I think, shows up for a lot of people, and if they think back, it's been with them. Especially people in our arena, where a little more spiritual and more deeper thinkers, I think, has been with us for a long time. It's nothing new, but we are going to make this thing, whatever it represents for each one of us. I think we can make that happen.
Classic law of attraction. I'm on board with that. Absolutely. Yeah. So you guys should call in. Let's see. The chat room is bumping.
Yeah.
A portal is already open. Yeah.
Yeah, we apologize, guys, that Clifford is not here yet, but we keep trying, so hopefully we can get him shortly. And whenever we get him, we'll make the best out of it.
So, yeah, why don't you guys call in? How much fun would that be? That would be way fun. We'll just have like a call-in night.
Yeah.
Call in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my dog's stepping on the laptop. Yeah, it's an interesting kind of night here.
Yeah.
So what else was he going to talk about, Augie? I would love to hear more about the star people. But
yeah, the star people, they had been teaching them for generations whenever they came and show up. And I was going to ask him too where they came from, because that was not clear from what he talked about. But since they kind of looked like us, then, I kind of think they may be possibly Pleiadians. Mm-hmm. And he had a lot of information on the discoveries up in the Grand Canyon, and I really wanted to hear about that. And he also talking about the future predictions that they had seen. And some of that, of course, that involved earth changes and also changes in the psyche of people. And he also there talked about Atlantis and Lemuria.
Absolutely.
And when Atlantis went down, many of them, they escaped beforehand because they knew it was going to happen, and they escaped to the Americas and to Egypt, and they took a lot of the technologies with them. And of course, that was the teachers of the light that came, and the dark side of Atlantis that usually, or most of it probably went down because they did not believe it was going to happen. But the one that had the foresight and the psychic abilities, I suppose, to know that it was going to be problems, they left before the last of Atlantis went down.
Mm. So this is some random trivia. So here are November 11th birthdays: General George S. Patton, Demi Moore, Callista Flockhart, Leonardo DiCaprio. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Your birthday isn't tomorrow, is it, Augie?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
All right. So what's happened?
Another novelty that Clifford told me is that the Sunni language is not related to any other language. There are no other words that is normally used in other languages, but he says it because it was given to them by the sky people.
That's amazing. And I have to confess, I feel like the biggest dork on the planet at this moment because I was on phone calls with Clifford and I didn't know who he was.
Really?
Yes, and that's why when I saw his picture, I was like, "Oh my God!" I feel like the biggest dork. I mean, I knew this person who was having these phone calls was special, right? But I didn't know who he was. And it was funny because on the rare occasion that I would say something to him, I didn't get a good vibe from him. And I think it's because he knew that I didn't know who he was, Oh my goodness. I didn't give him the reverence that he deserved is probably the better way to say it. So I hope I get to talk to him again so I can apologize.
We'll get him. If he doesn't show up, we'll get him on. But how long ago was that, Nori?
That was about a year ago. A year and a quarter ago. Yeah. I was on phone calls with him, and and he doesn't speak a lot. He only gives you what he wants to give you. And I was like, this man is special, because he had just amazing information that not that every average person has, but I didn't know it was this Clifford. I feel like, I'm like, I have a big D over my head right now for dork. So I'm going to change my name in the chat room. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna get stuck with that one.
Isn't that funny how life happens that way? My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness. So I wish you guys would call in. There's a lot going on in the chat room, and I don't want to keep derailing you, Augie, to talk with the chat room, but I do wish that Clifford was able to talk with us about the star people, because I think, my spidey senses that are so acute right now, and of course, having been channeling Alchemedes for, I mean, how long has it been? Is it 3 months now? Is it 3 months?
About 2.5, 3 months, yeah.
I can't help but believe that this is really an auspicious 11/11, really, and that the Pleiades, have something to do with it. I just really feel that in my bones.
Well, there are no coincidences, and that I saw the first time that you did that trance channeling with Archimedes, it surprised the heck out of you. I don't think you expected it.
I'm still not like normal about it, you know? I mean, how do you go your whole life never, you know, I must have asked for it on some level, but it had to be subconscious because I was completely unaware of it. So Shady D says 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. And Alchimedes is so sweet. He is so kind. But you're right, Augie. I mean, I still haven't really equalized to it. You know, it's like having an unexpected guest, you know, in your body. You know?
Yeah, and I can see that you are. It's almost like you're surprised when it happens every time.
I am.
Because you've been doing it for a while, and you maybe 3 months. Maybe you should get used to it. But last time it didn't work.
It didn't work, and I've been thinking about that a lot. And it's not that it didn't work. It's more that Alchimedes chose that time not to come.
Yeah, because someone else had a message.
Something was going on. And I mean, I couldn't connect. It was like the air was, you know, if there are airways, you know, that you connect in, it felt really congested. It felt tangled. You know, I just couldn't find a clear connection with him. And you know, Augie, I don't want to just expect that he's going to show up every time, because I'm really, you know, honored that this is happening, and I don't ever want to take it for granted. You know, I always want it to be special, because it is.
Yep, it is special. And I see that we also have, for a dollar's worth, is on the phone with us.
Get out!
Yeah.
Hello.
Are we there?
Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm so humbled and honored to be on with you. Could I tell you? Oh my goodness, this is a lot of fun. Unexpected.
This is so great. This is so great to talk with you. Wow.
Well, that's wonderful to hear from you. And heck, you're helping us out here while we're waiting for Clifford.
So you've got... No, you go.
Go ahead.
You
go ahead.
No, really, you go. I get to do this all the time.
I was going to say this is so perfect, because we're just entering into the 11/11 portal, and I mean, this is a time of instant manifestation. Obviously, I instantly manifested to be on a radio show tonight with two very, very lovely individuals. And I got to tell you, I just absolutely love your show. And to Miss Tina, absolutely love your network. It's just incredible. And that's all I want to say. This is a lot of fun. Thanks so much, you guys, for the invitation.
Okay, well, wait, before you go, tell us a little bit about, I mean, you've talked about a lot of things tonight. How do you come about your information? Like what has led you into this? Have you always been a seeker, a studier? Or?
So how it goes, I've always been a truther. Ever since I was a young lass, I've always been somebody that speaks from my heart, speaks truth, and I oftentimes get in trouble for speaking the truth. But we were just talking about synchronicities. My life has been just an incredible amount of synchronicities. And even tonight, talking about the 11 portal.
Hold that thought.
20 seconds left before the break, so let's just keep the thought, and we'll be right back after the break. Stay with us there.
Stay with us.
This is the Broadcast Team Alpha Show, hosted by Nori Love and Augie Nost. The one show that takes your doubts of the unknown and spins them into reality. Share your thoughts by calling our hotline number at 702-425-9230. That's 702-425-9230.
Call now.
Worldwide callers use Skype name KCOR Radio. More cutting-edge conversation and exploration of the quantum universe after this. Immerse Immerse yourself in an epic journey through time where ancient mysteries unfold within a story of love and betrayal, as well as a battle of good versus evil in The Emissary Book 1. The reader's favorite Gold Medal Award winner for Visionary Fiction 2019, the action and adventure of The Emissary continues in The Emerald Tablet, Book 2. The 2019's Bronze Medal Award winner, The Emissary and The Emerald Tablet by Tamara Veach and Rennie DeFazio are both available now on Amazon.com. Let your reading adventure begin.
Great. It's great. I think it's great. I think it's
the all-new KCOR Digital Radio Network.
great.
Make a note of it.
It's great.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us,
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
If ever a breed was affectionate to a fault, it's the Golden Retriever. They're people dogs, pure and simple. And the Golden Retriever Rescue of Southern Nevada needs your help. If you would like to volunteer, foster, adopt, or donate, go to the Golden Retriever Rescue of Southern Nevada's website at grrsn.org. That's grrsn.org. Or call 598-GOLD. That's 598-GOLD.
One of the planet's most powerful antioxidant products is here for you to enjoy. Chaga mushroom tea. This tea has been used as a potent natural health solution for thousands of years. In fact, the Chinese call it king of the herbs. The health value alone is worth a look as Chaga mushroom tea packs a punch with pure vitality and smooth energy. It's 100% wild crafted, safe, and effective. Get it now at arcticchaga.com. That's ARCTICCHAGA.com or call 916-969-2678. That's 916-969-2678. Chaga Mushroom Tea. Chaga Mushroom Tea. Order your supply today.
Going live.
Come explore the quantum possibilities. This is Broadcast Team Alpha. Broadcast Team Alpha. To be on the show live, call 702-425-9230. That's 702-425-9230. Worldwide callers use Skype name KCOR Radio. Share your thoughts of the show on Twitter at KCOR Radio, #KCOR. Or join the cutting edge conversation live in our chat room at KCORradio.com. Now back to Broadcast Team Alpha with your free thinking hosts, Nori Love and Augie Nas.
And we're back, everybody, with $1's worth. This is so exciting. I do need to do a shout out to the chat room. We have the amazing, beautiful, rich, and famous Tina Marie. We have the world-renowned $1's worth. Anne is here. Dana. Hi, Dana. 5 is here. Haha is here. Iowa Girl. JC. Karen. Kay is here. Lisa. Malvarez. Margaret. Naj is here. Parked Cake Rockstar. Shady D. Summer. Super cute. Wave Rider. Witchmut. Yappy is here. Z is here. And if I can fix my screen, I can see more. So Rob is not here. He is conspicuously missing. Linda, and I know I missed a couple of you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time scrolling. I think I said Parked Cake. Anyway, you guys know I love you. So good to be here. And somebody, Margaret, said to Dana, welcome to our little family. And you know, this feels like, this reminds me of if we were all in the same town and we would all go hang out at the bar together or a pool hall or somewhere where people gather, and you get to know each other. And that's what this feels like tonight. I'm loving it. So a dollar's worth. Tell us how you got your name. That's so cute.
Oh, so, you often hear, well, at least I grew up, people will say a penny for your thoughts. And I usually give about $1 worth of my mind. And so, to some people, it could be far too overwhelming. And so it really stuck with me. And I absolutely loved it, $1 worth.
That's so great. That's so great. Do you ask people now, like, do you want $1 worth? Because I can't do a penny.
Well, sometimes it's actually really profound, the information that I get. Again, going back to those synchronicities, even tonight, we had somebody in the chat room say they had a medical emergency most recently, and I did a brief remote energy treatment with them, and peas came up out of all things. There was a lot of energy in the heart chakra, which I cleared, and peas came up. And so I had mentioned that to her, and she said she wanted peas today, of all things. So that's just kind of the way the energy works and the universe works, because we are all connected, whether we believe it or not. Everybody here, through all the time that has passed on this plane, we're all connected in some way, somehow.
We certainly are. I love that. And Karen, I see you, Karen. Hi. Sorry, I missed you. I knew I was missing somebody specifically. So why do you think that our connection is so much more, I'm going to use this word again, acute? Like, it's like, some people are saying the veil has lifted. I mean, technically, I guess we're all in better heart-brain coherence, or, why do you think that the connection is so much more easy to navigate to each other, like the way that you helped that person who had the medical issue? What do you think that is?
Well, here on Earth, with the energies rising, we're going to see a lot more of our natural human abilities to come back online. So I may say something a little controversial, and that is that the world that we live in and that we see is not necessarily what everyone believes it to be. It's a giant system, kind of like what is presented in the movie The Matrix. It's this giant system, and people get fed into it, and then you sort of get exhausted, and then your soul leaves it, and then it's a loop. It's just a giant sort of reincarnation loop of energy. Well, because of everything that's happening on the earth now, we're coming to a time where we will go into 1,000 years of peace. And what we're experiencing right now, everybody on this earth chose to be here in this moment, because we are going to see what it will be like, Earth with peace. So we're no longer being bombarded with things like 5G, low vibrations, demonic enchantments. There's a lot of the black magic that runs the world is now being cleared, and it's allowing people to have their DNA come back online. This has very little to do with, I guess, this has a lot to do with this giant system is being taken down, and because the giant system is being removed, you as a human being can now have your abilities come right back online. Everybody is psychic. Everybody has the ability to have telepathy, to do energy treatments, just as I did with Margaret. But because of toxic foods, because of radio waves, because of a lot of different things, it's blocked everything. So we're going to go through a little bit of a transitional period, a detoxification of the mind, body, and soul. And it's just going to get better and better from here on out. The best is yet to come.
Mm-hmm. Wow, absolutely. I love this. So great.
even if it takes a little bit of a dip, it's going to be better and better from there on.
I mean, aren't we in the dip? I mean, really?
Yeah, we're in the dip now.
We're in the dip.
Well, yeah,
My
you're
goodness.
absolutely right. But again, everything that is before you is sort of like smoke and mirrors. And the moment that you can recognize that and learn that skill, that just because it's literally in front of you does not necessarily mean that it's real. I just can't tell you enough of how much black magic is used in the world. And it often tricks people into doing and taking specific actions because they believe that that is real. And when people begin to come back online, when their DNA comes back online, and they begin to take their power back more, they're going to see this. And my heart is like racing right now because this energy is rushing. Because as I speak these words, it's already going to bring people's DNA online, and people are going to start shifting. For everybody that's listening, make sure you hydrate well tonight. You might have a flood of visions, a flood of different things come into you. But we're all coming back online, and we're heading into an incredible period of time on Earth where it'll be 1,000 years of peace. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing. And this is not by chance that this happened this way. And it looked like it was, a disappointment that Clifford isn't here, but this is not by chance that this is happening tonight. And, I feel like a dollar's worth that you are activating people right now. You really are. And I'm just so honored to be part of this tonight. This is amazing.
Yeah, and I think exactly what he's talking about here, Nori, is somebody needed to hear this. And that importance of that little thing happening right there was more important than having the guest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So a dollar's worth. Alchemedes, the Pleiadian who comes through in our mastermind, has been talking to people about things that look really, really basic, but it's not, and it's in keeping with what you're talking about with the black magic. Because Alchemedes, every time somebody asks him a question, he seems to bring the question back to them, and targeting in on that one thing that they do that knocks them out of their vibration, right? Getting frustrated, getting angry, getting scared, right? That emotion that knocks us out of the higher vibrations and out of being connected. That's like Alchemedes' message, and that is part of our defense, if you will, right, against black magic. Because when we stay connected in the higher realms, right, to the divine, then we see the smoke and mirrors. The curtain gets pulled back and, oh, wow, there's the wizard. Do you agree with that?
I do. And what is so important for people to learn is how to remain grounded. The more that you can remain grounded, the more that, like you said, you can transcend the reality before you. One great tool that everybody here has is the ability to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And when you're breathing in love and exhaling out what does not serve you any longer, you're clear, your channel is clear, and you're grounded and connected. Great example I would say is like the TV, the television. And what the television does is it is sort of a bewitchery tool. It presents you visions which go in through the eyes and manifest it utilizes your energetic channel to manifest thoughts and beliefs in your internal system. But so one time I was watching TV, and I literally all of a sudden felt the TV sucking my source into it, but I blocked it. And then that's when I realized, oh my goodness, the TV is a tool, a television programmatic tool.
Yeah.
And so, yes, the easiest way I could say to remain grounded is to breathe. When you are connected with your breath, you're more grounded in the body and your channel is clear. And then there's other things to do, carry crystals, have a white light around you, different tools. But yes, you're spot on. I probably gave you $2 worth there.
I love it. I love it. It's so good.
And beyond that, also, we have to remember that every time we turn the TV on and see anything on it, there is subliminal messages on there that will is tended to affect your subconscious mind, and you don't know they're there. The subconscious mind has no discernment except whatever it sees, it accepts. So that's why they are continuously, every day through the TV, they are conditioning our mind to do certain things and believe certain things. Once we know it is there, then it loses its effect over us, because we can say, well, I will ignore all the things I do not understand. So we can actually protect ourselves that way too. And like you say, there are certain stones and crystals that sets up a kind of like a spiritual or etheric bubble around you. And that is a good protection also, as well as the bright light.
I agree. And I have an accountability partner now, because I think it is there hasn't been a more poignant time that we have to do our daily morning ritual, protection, prayer, energy work, whatever it is that you call it, even if it's just smoothing your energy and imagining that you're in a bubble of light. We have to do it now. It has never been more important, I think, ever before. Do you do anything like that? $1 worth?
Absolutely. Every morning I wake up and I do a number of different prayers. I do a lot of energetic work and vision work. So I am oftentimes utilizing what I like to call the Christ consciousness through my heart chakra, and I anchor that into the Middle Earth and into the energetic ley lines that run around the planet. So I do a lot of different work like that. I do a lot of crystal work, and it's all about breath. For me, it's breath work, it's visualization, and keeping yourself grounded, because like you had mentioned just a few minutes ago, something, it could be traffic, it could be something that will distract the mind, and then all of a sudden I'm derailed, and then, next thing you know, I come to about an hour later, and I'm like, uh-oh, what did I just manifest? What did I just do?
Where was I? Right? Where did I go?
Yeah, where was I? What did I do? So it's really, really important to just be present. It just starts with the breath. It starts with feeling the senses. Going through your 5 different senses. It's looking at different things. It's allowing yourself to just be, to trust yourself. Also, journaling helps. But yes, I do have a daily practice, and without a daily practice, I mean, you're kind of just running out there without a shield on. So I look at a daily practice as putting my little shield on and connecting with source energy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I am in total agreement with that. That's amazing.
You know what I think, Nori?
What?
He belongs with us in the Mastermind.
Wow.
Absolutely. With a mind like that, you need to come and join us and check it out and just have a look at it.
Yeah, it's certainly up to... I don't want to twist anybody's arms, but,
no.
That would be amazing.
I'm so grateful to be here with you both. I absolutely love and adore you both, and I really love the invitation. So yes, I look forward to it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And for you, and if there's someone else that'd like to also send us an email to the mastermindconnection@gmail.com, and we'll get you some information and a link to join us and check it out.
It's an amazing group of people, and just like the feeling that we have, here tonight. Doesn't it feels like we're in a room together. So the feeling that we have here tonight is even more pronounced and beautiful, with a group of just like-minded people who we do a ton of visualization to evoke changes, in the quantum realm, on the quantum realm, that manifest now. And we're not taking responsibility for a lot of great things that happened, because I'm sure there's a lot of other people manifesting along with us, but there's too many things that could have gone really badly that have gone not too bad, that we really have been focusing on. So it works. It is such a blessing, and it's just going to get better, because the energies are increasing, and we're like Mike said, we're even more connected. So yeah. So anybody that wants to come join us, please, it is the Mastermind Connection at gmail.com, and Augie will send you the link.
Yep. And you get some information, and then you can go to the site and you can scroll down in there, and there's a lot of free videos that explains the universe and how you could create good things in your timeline and in your life, and it's some really interesting stuff in there. So have a look at that too while you're there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This has been fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh? I said this has been fun.
Yeah. I'm glad that we got a whole dollar's worth here. That's wonderful.
Me too. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So good.
Like you said, when somebody asks for his penny's worth, then he gives them his 2 cents worth back. So who gets the other penny?
It goes in my pocket. It goes in my savings account.
In the savings account. That's so funny.
All right. Yeah, and when we look into the future from here, it is up to us. Remember, there is I forget his name, but it was a sage from the Far East that he said, it is your universe you created, so you have all the right to change it. So we need to look into the future, look for good things that we want to have happening in our life. Look into it and just design it in your mind, make it in colorful images, and visualize it with emotion, feeling, love, gratitude for already having it, placing it in a future somewhere, that Christmas party or whatever, and visit it every day, and you're going to have some amazing things happen.
Absolutely.
This stuff works.
And Augie, before we go, it's so interesting because Z said, can we send out happy birthday to Linda Gould in case she's listening? And it's so interesting because when I was searching for people that I missed, I said Linda. So absolutely, happy birthday, beautiful Linda. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. Every blessing.
Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Yeah. Amazing. Good stuff. Any other last minute thoughts or questions from the chat room or? No? Augie, what do you got?
Well, Mike, if you could talk to the whole world tonight, Mike, and they would listen, what would you tell them?
I would tell the world, close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe in all of that love, breathe in all of that excitement, all of that enchantment that you had in your childhood, that love that you thought was maybe gone, because it's right back here. That magic is right inside your heart, and you're going to exhale out every single thing that blocks you from that magic right now, and let it go.
Yeah.
And
that's good. That's good.
And now,
are you
with the portal?
Are you also
the portal
a healer?
magic is just going to be happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you also a healer? You kind of sound like you.
I've been called a healer by folks in the past. I think it's a weighted title. I just love to be a free being and a child of God. I always like to go back to I'm just a child of God. That's all that I am, and I'm here to work the miracles and mysteries and magic that God offers.
We got a question in the chat room here on Skype. Do you have a website where someone can connect with you?
Oh, great question. I do. You can go to dailycosmicnews.com. I was doing a lot of work in the truthing community, and I got shut down by social media. That's like a whole nother story in and of itself. But yes, for everybody that's interested, you can find my work, a body of work, at dailycosmicnews.com.
What a blessing this has been. Thank you.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Unbelievable.
Thank you both.
Thank you so much. $1's worth, Mike. We'll definitely be in touch with you.
Yeah, we'll let him keep the penny too. All right. Well, it was wonderful, and well, we got a minute left here. So, Nori, any last pearls of wisdom?
Oh, pearls of wisdom. Just, open your heart. Let your shoulders just move out to the side. Your clavicles, your collarbones move out to the side so that your chest is open, your heart is open, and just beam all the love and magic that you are. Because darkness cannot abide in that light. That's all I got.
I totally agree. And I couldn't have said it any better. Just stay in the light, keep positive. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it's going to be good in the end.
Agreed.
Amen.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
All right. Well,
thanks, everybody.
See you next week.
So much fun. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Broadcast Team Alpha.
Broadcast Team Alpha.
Hosted by Nori Love and Augie Nost. Every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on the KCOR Digital Radio Network. The balance of power is shifting to a new paradigm. Will you be ready? For more information on Broadcast Team Alpha, as well as the hosts, Nori Love and Augie Nost, please visit their website at broadcastteamalpha.com. Until next week, remember to keep those minds open while always exploring the endless quantum possibilities.
Broadcast Team Alpha. Over and out.
This is KCOR Las Vegas, home of the Digital Radio Network, broadcasting from a shack just south of Area 51. Wait, that doesn't